Time now for the morning rush. The three men accused of torturing and killing two Albuquerque teens are now waiting to be sentenced. Stephen Goldman Jr., Julio Almentero, and Jimmy Atkins were convicted of killing 15-year-old Colin Romero and 14-year-old Ahmed Latif back in 2018. Each of them is now facing 2 life sentences plus 19 and a half years. A sentencing date has not yet been scheduled. Alec Baldwin and 2 film companies are facing another lawsuit this morning. Crew members Ross Adiego, Doran Curtin, and Reese Price filed the suit saying production was rushed to cut costs associated with additional production days. The suit was filed against Baldwin, Rust Movie Productions LLC, and El Dorado Pictures. Police are now calling the deaths of 3 people in the North Valley a murder-suicide. Police were called Thursday after an off-duty state park ranger found a man in the road covered in blood near 12th and Griegos. He was identified as Omar Rodriguez Hachamendia, and they also found Danae Morales Hernandez dead in a home nearby. Police say a man also found inside that home stabbed the other 2 before killing himself. Police have not released that man's name yet. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. It's going to be a cold morning, so wear your winter layers. By this afternoon, we will be mild, but those winds will be whipping, so you'll want to keep the layers around.
The man accused of causing the death of 2 migrants while fleeing Border Patrol is accepting a plea deal. Federal officials say 21-year-old Elton Jeremiah Gastelum picked up illegal immigrants back in September 2021, then fled Border Patrol and crashed. 2 of the migrants died. Gastelum faces 10 to 13 years in prison as part of that plea deal. New this morning, Valencia County Fire Department has been working through the night to put out a fire in the Bosque. According to the Valencia County Fire Department, they, along with multiple agencies, responded to a fire near Main Street in Los Lunes. They say the fire is contained this morning. They're still investigating the cause. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is going to be moderate today as we will see high winds across the east and high wildfire threats today across the plains and even in the metro area.
A House bill aimed at expanding voting access is heading to the Senate. House Bill 4 updates New Mexico's election code, including creating a permanent absentee ballot voter list, allowing a convicted felon the right to vote once released from prison, and more. The bill now heads to the Senate Judiciary Committee. A bill that would cap how many kids can be in the classroom has stalled because there are not enough teachers. House Bill 413 would have put a cap on New Mexico classrooms, 20 students for kindergarten and first grade, 22 for second and third, and so on. An analysis of the bill found elementary schools alone would need nearly 700 more teachers at a cost of more than $40 million. A bill aimed at reducing the number of automatic weapons in New Mexico is also being tabled this morning. Senate Bill 171 would have banned the making, sale, trade, gift, or transfer of automatic guns. It was tabled on a 6-3 vote. Erica.
All right, a check on traffic. The maps are clear, no accidents or slowdowns. And here's a look over the Big I. It's a busier morning out there. Luckily, no weather issues for the morning commute.
Animals at a zoo in Oregon got a chance to enjoy the winter weather moving across the state. Polar bears, otters, and other animals at the Oregon Zoo were seen living their best lives and wrestling in the snow. The zoo temporarily closed its doors to visitors because of the snowy conditions.
Time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, the Sunport is going to be getting some major upgrades. According to a release from the FAA, the Sunport will be getting $7 million. The money is coming from bipartisan infrastructure law. It will be used to renovate 14 boarding bridges at the airport.
At number 4, a bill that would cap how many kids can be in a classroom has stalled because there are not enough teachers. Right now, there are class size limits, but they are based on averages. House Bill 413 would have put a cap on each class, 20 for kindergarten and first grade, 22 for second and third, and so on. Those caps would be lower in high poverty schools. An analysis of the bill found New Mexico's elementary schools alone would need nearly 700 more teachers at a cost of more than $40 million.
And at number 3, it's going to be a windier day out there with gusts up to 30 to 35 in the metro.
At number 2, a number of organizations are speaking up and trying to stop a city-approved homeless camp. 7 organizations filed appeals against the city-sanctioned encampment near Manal and I-25. One of the biggest concerns is security. Dawn Legacy Point, the organization who applied to run the site, says security has been contracted to oversee the site 24/7 once operations are up and running. The city's land use hearing officer is expected to make a decision on the appeal next month. And at number 1, the 3 men accused of torturing and killing 2 Albuquerque teens are now waiting to be sentenced, each of them facing 2 life sentences plus 19.5 years. Stephen Goldman Jr., Julio Almentero, and Jimmy Atkins have been convicted of killing 15-year-old Colin Romero and 14-year-old Ahmed Latif back in 2018. Their sentencing has not yet been scheduled.